My good friend, Roger Davis, you're not out of order. We are out of order. We should be conducting this morning in English. And I'm going to follow your suit, and I will speak in English and not in Arabic. I assume and I want every Palestinian to be an English speaker. We love our Arabic language, but if we want to be part of this globe and we want to be competitive in this world, we must master the English language. So for those who cannot speak English language, they will remember today that they're missing what I'm going to say and that they'll have to work to be able to be fluent in English. And you can do it on your own, like this Palestinian refugee. I studied in schools which did not teach English, but I decided to learn the language on my own. And I did it through hard work. I did it as a translator. I was translating books, what we call in intellectual property work for hire, so that I can earn my living and spend on my family. So I want you all to be English speakers. And we can help with that because we are the accredited Center for Examinations for Cambridge English Language. And I would like to propose to you that we establish at UNRWA one of the branches of this examination center so that all our students can have a certificate from the Cambridge University. We are only the examination supervisors, but the certificate comes from Cambridge University, English language program. I owe it to my family, the Palestinian refugees. I'm nothing more, nothing less than a Palestinian refugee myself. And I owe it to you that you follow my example. You can do it, and we can do it together. I would like to propose to you that we have one of our knowledge stations, which we have planned for the country, and we have a couple of hundred of them. And at that knowledge station, which we will provide, where we will provide the computers, the laptops, and the free internet use, so that the students can study whatever they want, they can work on whatever they want using this internet of our own. We don't use an ISP provider. We are our own ISP. We have both a direct line, dedicated line, the internet line, which we can make available for free, because all you need is to give us a room. Give us a room and we will listen. We couldn't have a better UNRWA representative better than this man. And not because of his competence only, and not because of his leadership only. It's because of his heart. We know where his heart stands, and his heart is with us. He is, like me, a Palestinian refugee. He feels with us. He doesn't just do a job. And that makes a lot of difference. When you have a mission, it's not like doing an assignment. So we thank you for all what you're doing. We are very proud of you. And I am personally proud of you as a friend. Thank you. Dr. Basim Faris, in your person, I address everybody in thanking the teachers, the faculty, the management, and most of all the students for what you have done. This was your brainchild, and I'm very honored that we contributed a very small part to this important initiative. And of course, we also thank France and the Embassy of France. I have a very close friendship with the French ambassador and the French government, and I'm honored to be a legionnaire, a member. I am one of the very few citizens in the world who are not politicians or diplomats who have earned the Légion d'honneur from France. by hand of Monsieur Mitterrand. And this is another distinct honor. It's not through a delegate. So I'm very proud that I have this close friendship, and I thank France for its contribution. Basim, you can be proud today for what you have started, and I want to tell you that you can count on us in anything you want in future. We would be very happy to work with you. And I want to make one proposal. Maybe we could duplicate this pilot project in Lebanon. I would like to do that in the Palestinian refugees in Lebanon, because I was a Palestinian refugee in Lebanon. And I'm very proud when I say I'm a Palestinian refugee. I don't say it with any shyness, I say it with a loud voice. When I was elected at the United Nations in 2001 to be the co-chair of the UNICT task force, which laid down the strategy for the world in information and telecommunication, the UNICT task force. Everything you use today, from computers, mobile phones, etc., was the product of our task force. This task force had a nominee from the UN who happened to be the president of the country, Costa Rica. And I was elected to be the chair. When I was elected, I said, I want to thank you for electing me. It was just one sentence. Thank you for electing me as your chair. And that included a community of governments, international agencies, and many sectors of the global community, leadership of the global community. Thank you for electing me as your chairman, knowing that I am a Palestinian, a Jordanian, an Arab, and a Muslim. There was about 10 seconds. 10 seconds of silence. And then the American ambassador started clapping. Kofi Annan at that time said, you made the case, you presented the case against accusation of all these 4 categories, and you vindicated your part of the world of the misrepresentations of the media. That's why we are very interested in media. An organization that has one of the largest media departments in any organization in the world. And we believe in what the Chinese say. The Chinese say, it's not enough to be a good horse. Others must know that you are so. So it's not enough to be good. It's not enough to be honorable. It's not enough to be what you are. If others do not know that, you have not accomplished your mission. So media is very important, and that's why this program is very important. I would like also to add that I am a product of UNRWA. When I finished my high school in Lebanon in 1956, before any of you was born, so you can calculate how old I am, 80 years as of now. In 1956, UNRWA announced for the first time a scholarship, one scholarship, full scholarship, to study at the American University in Beirut. The condition was that the candidate who will win must be the top student in Lebanon. I had to be the top student in Lebanon. And I earned that scholarship. So I decided since then that the best way to get where you want is to be in need. A need is a great asset. When you have a need for something, don't think that you have a handicap. I have always said that suffering is a blessing, and need is a great weapon. When I studied all my studies I had to be the top student in the class in order to get a scholarship. And I did get scholarships all through my years. I never paid $1 to study. And nobody paid for me except as a scholarship student. This is suffering. It is a suffering to work hard to be the top student. I call it a blessing. And when UNRWA gave me this privilege, this one opportunity, I decided I want to make it, and I made it. So I want to tell not my grandchildren, because my grandchildren are much older than the students here. I have 3 grandchildren who graduated from university, grandchildren. So I would like to address my grandchildren here and tell them, please enjoy suffering. Enjoy that you are a refugee, because that's a great challenge, and that's a pride. When I left Palestine in 1988, I decided, I was debating in my mind, what do I do to avenge from my enemy? And I decided I want my choice, and I respect any other choice. But my choice was, I want to be better than my enemy, and to tell the world that I deserve, more than my enemy, a place in this world. And I think, as I mentioned, one occasion was in 2001 when I was elected to chair a technical body on my own, not as a representative of any organization or government, when I was elected. So the mission, the feeling of having a mission, and my mission was to be better than my enemy. And I think, and I give you as a homework, go on your internet and search if you can find anybody from our enemy who is better than Talal Abu Ghazaleh, and come up with a report and tell me. Get me somebody who could establish the largest and the leading organization in the world. We are #1 globally in intellectual property protection and in many other fields. Globally, we are the global leader, not in the region. Nobody has achieved and been elected to so many leading positions at the UN, more than 12 assignments. And I've been elected now to 2 new assignments. In world agencies like the World Trade Organization, the UNESCO, the WIPO, the International Accounting Practice, on the boards of all the leading organizations. I want this as a challenge for the students. If you find somebody who has earned, and you can see my CV on the website or on Google or on Wikipedia, if you find somebody and you can say, wrong, Talal, there is somebody who is Shlomo or whatever, who is better than you, please let me know. I want you to be proud that you are Palestinians, and I want you to be, and I am proud of being a Palestinian, and I am a proud Jordanian, because for me, Jordan and Palestine are one. Being a Jordanian means I am a Palestinian. My love for Jordan and your love for Jordan. You are lucky in this country that we have this leadership, the Hashemite leadership, His Majesty King Abdullah ibn al-Hussein, and before him his father, who honored me with the nationality, who gave me another homeland. As I said, when I was decorated by His Majesty King Abdullah, I said, thank you. I came to this country as a refugee who has decided to make out of suffering a blessing. You gave me a homeland and helped me make it, and helped me make and love this country and love the people of this country. You are privileged in a country where we have His Majesty, who looks at you exactly as citizens, with or without a nationality. So we can all be proud of being Palestinians living in Jordan. Thank you very much.